Good morning, and Erin Gobra, and happy St. Patrick's Day. This is the March 17, 2018 edition of the Bible Delight in the Details, and I am J. Lenora Bressler. Today, I want to tell you the story, the real story of St. Patrick. And it is a Christian story. This is a Christian holiday for sure. As a matter of fact, St. Patrick is second only to Paul himself as the most effective and efficient missionary probably ever in the history of the Christian religion. It's interesting that we think of him as being Irish, but he wasn't at all. He converted the Irish, the entire nation of Ireland, but he was not Irish himself. Patrick's real name was Maewyn, and he was the 16-year-old son of a fairly wealthy landowner in Wales when he was kidnapped one day by Irish raiders. Now, these were slave traders of that era, and they were notorious. And once they took you, you never came back. Maewyn was taken across the channel to Ireland and then marched all the way 300 miles to the west coast of Ireland on the very far end, where he was enslaved for 7 years and became a shepherd for his captors. He had never been a particularly devout religious boy, but he had been raised Christian and his family had been devout Christians. And in those lonely days as a shepherd slave, he remembered the God of his parents and would pray to him. Eventually, when he was 23, he had a dream where he felt that an angel had come to him and told him his boat was ready. He said, "What boat?" And the angel said, "The boat that will take you home. But you have to get to the east coast of Ireland." So he fled. He risked a capital death because had he been captured as a runaway slave, he would have been killed. He went at night only, traveling at night to avoid discovery. When he got to the East Coast, lo and behold, there was a boat going right to his homeland and to his particular area of Wales that was his home. But the captain sized up the situation pretty quickly, realized he was a runaway slave and wanted nothing to do with him. As he turned to walk away, he prayed to the Lord, "You sent me here. That's my boat. Please put me on that boat." And just then he was called back by the captain. His first mate had convinced him to take the young person home. When he arrived home, of course, his family was shocked and delighted. He wanted to go then into the ministry. There came a position, the bishops there in Wales wanted to send the first missionary ever to Ireland, and he applied, but he did not get the post because it was thought that he lacked formal education. So someone else was sent to Ireland, and meanwhile he traveled to France to enter a seminary school where he got some more education. 2 years later, however, the first Irish missionary had failed, and now it was Maewyn's turn, or as he would be known later, Patrick's. He went over and he went straight to the top. He went to Tara, the traditional location of the Irish kings, and converted the Irish king. And then that, I'm sure, helped as he went throughout the countryside for the rest of his life, preaching, teaching, and establishing churches throughout Ireland. In fact, he was a much beloved saint, and many legends sprung up, I'm sure having at least a grain of truth about them. And so people just loved Patrick. It is true that he used the shamrock, the three-leaf clover known in Ireland, to explain the Trinity, how one God, just like that one plant, could have three separate and equal parts. So wear your shamrock today, wherever and however you can, and recognize that it is indeed a Christian symbol. Now, Patrick eventually died and was buried in his beloved Ireland, his second home. Today is about more than just wearing of the green or filling a river in Chicago with green food coloring so that it can run green, or drinking green beer, or eating the cabbage and the other kind of things that we eat on this day. It is a Christian holiday where we pay tribute to a great Christian who was the second most effective missionary in the history of Christianity. May we honor him by doing likewise, and by speaking and being winsome when we speak, just as he was. And who knows how many people we can win to the kingdom. I'm J. Lenora Bressler, wishing you a glorious, fun, and exciting St. Patrick's Day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.